What's going on, Ramblers? This is Glenn, Blue Rambler Photography, and here is the autopsy. We got two dead rolls. They're dead.
He's dead, Jim.
Thank you, Bones. We got two dead rolls. In fact, one of them's right here. Look at that. Nothing. We got nothing on them. Nothing. What happened? So the roll is completely blank. If there was the little markings on the edges and the frame numbers, 2, 2A, 3, 3A, all that stuff, that would have meant that the developer, the stop bath, and the fixture worked fine, and there was just nothing on the actual film. So that would have meant it was a camera problem. There's something with the shutter, or you left the lens cap on, which can happen on some cameras. Ask me how I know. But this is nothing. And so that means more than likely it's chemistry, probably chemistry. The general consensus is when something like this happens, you make a mistake in the processing, like you use the fixer first, stuff like that. Well, I did that little time lapse, and I went through it a couple of times, and I didn't think that I used the fixer first, but I found out what happened. Take a look at this. So what happened is what I think happened. In my haste to get the developer mixed, I used the stop bath to mix with the developer. Remember, I'm using Kodak HC110 black and white developer, and I'm using what's called dilution B, which is 1 part developer to 31 parts of distilled water, or water, but I use distilled water. For my stop bath, I use 1 part white vinegar, plain white vinegar, and 3 parts distilled water. So I put both of those in the exact same jug. I marked the one with stop bath. I put stop bath on it, but in not that big of letters, I guess. So what happened is I got my 15 milliliters of developer, and then I went to reach for the regular distilled water, and I just blindly grabbed the stop bath. Now, what does stop bath do? It neutralizes the developer, which means the developer stops working. Just this. And then the fix came along, fixed the film. Fix is fine, but I think that's what happened. It's a reminder to slow down. It's a reminder to pay attention to chemicals, and it's just a reminder that stuff happens. This is stuff like this is a rite of passage for anybody who does film. I was more focused on doing things like the time lapse, trying to get the microphone working and making sure the lighting was right, and all these other considerations that I stopped really paying attention to how I was mixing my chemicals. And that was a fatal mistake. Anyway, that's the autopsy, as far as I can tell. If anybody has any different ideas, let me know. But again, it's what happens. This is Glenn, Blue Rambler Photography. Take care out there.